Hi everybody, and welcome back to another Shearer Smokes. And you join me here at Muiravonside Forest, and a slightly damp start to the day. Thankfully, the showers are holding off so far, and hopefully that'll be the case as I try and get this video done. So first of all, apologies for the huge gap between this and my last video. My last video, of course, I was away on my trip. And coming back from that trip, I came down with, we both actually came down with some kind of bug. Definitely the worst case of man flu in history. And it laid us pretty low for a few days. And then on returning to work, work was full on as always, and didn't really get much time to kind of get over this bug. So it's been a couple of weeks, but feeling a lot fitter now. And this is actually my first pipe since coming back from the trip. So grateful to be sharing it with you guys today. And I thought today we'd have a quick look back over my trip on the cruise. And if I remember right, when I first left you guys, I was on 7 Mile Beach in the Grand Cayman Islands. And what a beautiful, beautiful place. Um, Relatively quite a small island. It's I believe it's 22 miles long and about 8 miles wide at its widest point. Um, and because of the lucrative tax laws, would you believe there's 94 banks in operation on that island? But a great spot. As I say, the beach, the 7 Mile Beach, was just amazing. And here's a little shot just to remind you. And having spent some time on the beach, we were able to enjoy a nice quiet cigar and some local beers. We headed off back to port, and before rejoining the ship, we stopped off for some lunch, and we were treated to some amazing jerk chicken with some great views of the ship anchored off in the distance. And here's a shot of that. So we set sail later that day, and come the morning, we arrived in Havana. And the stepping off the ship went on to port customs, and then coming out of the entrance at the San Francisco port terminal, just to be greeted with the noise and the visuals of Havana itself. It was just amazing. And to start the day off, we did the classic American car tour, of course. And the guys out there, of course, they're all eager to make a buck, but they're very much up for a bit of a haggle. And we got a really good deal on our 1 hour tour. And the guys that came with us were just amazing, full of some great focal points and knowledge, and of course that local knowledge of Havana itself was just amazing. And so here's a couple of clips just to give you a flavour of that.
The garden here called remember under Madre Teresa de Calcutta. Inside the same garden is construction the Cathedral Greece, Orthodox religion.
And of course we stopped off at Revolution Square, and I managed to do a quick video whilst there. You have to excuse, there was quite a bit of wind in the background, so that's microphone's picked it up a little bit. But hopefully you can hear it okay, and just amazing, as I say in the video, to be there after 24 years. Hi everybody, and welcome to another Shearer Smokes. Apologise for the wind. Don't have my microphone attachment with us. We're out on tour. It's mid-morning. It's about 29 degrees already. Just on a classic car tour of the city, which is just amazing. Something I've always wanted to do. It's been 24 years since I last stood in the square, Revolution Square, Havana, Cuba, and it's great to be back. But I'll put up some pictures and videos when I do my travelogue once home. Later this afternoon we're off to do a rum and cigar pairing, so looking forward to that. But I hope you're all well. My name's Shearer. Enjoy your smokes. And after leaving Revolution Square, we headed off to continue our drive, and the sights were just amazing, and especially if we drove along down the famous main drag of Havana, right beside the ocean. It brought back so many memories of myself walking there all those years ago, and that's something that's going to stay with me for a long time. As for the car itself, I'm pretty sure it was a Chevy 57. I'm sure there'll be some classic car addicts out there who'll be able to keep me right on that. But either way, it was a stunning car, and just a pleasure to be driven around sitting in the back with the top down.
The great Aston Hotel and the brown building is continuous. It's a feature for Russian and Cuban. 18 floors. Look at the stairs. Very broad and no elevator.
So yeah, I've had to move my location slightly as a bit of a heavy shower came in. They have been forecasted throughout the day. But I've got a bit of shelter here under the trees, and that shower has since blown over. So hopefully there's a bit of a gap between the next one is due. So it gives me a little chance to tell you about the pipe I have with me today, and it is of course the rustic Peterson System Standard 302, and you may recognise it as the pipe that was gifted to me by our good friend Gary Olden in the Way out there in Chicago. So cheers, Gary. It's smoking wonderfully well as always. And in the bowl, I have some of your Watch City Nor'easter, which is just going so well with my flask of hot chocolate, especially on a day like today. Both pairing up really nicely. So very much enjoying it. So cheers, Gary. So as I say, the weather today is a far cry from those hot, humid days in Havana, and it's back to Havana we go. And after our classic car ride, which was just phenomenal, and something that I recommend if you ever do get a chance to reach Havana, it's something you have to do. We were dropped off close to one of, so they claim, Ernest Hemingway's favourite haunts. A place that was opened first in 1942 and claims to be the birthplace of the mojito. And what a place it was, and there's a little bit of taste of that. So as you can see from those shots, a very popular place for tourists and locals alike. And to have the guys playing in the corner was just the finishing touch, just awesome. And to be able to sit there for an hour or so, enjoying a mojito while having my cigar was, yeah, just heaven, and just a brilliant memory to have. And you may notice in one of the shots I had my granddad's book, Our Man in Havana, written by Graham Greene, of course, and it came with me on my very first trip to Cuba. And it's a book that I tend to go back to. It's such an amazing story, and the film really does the book justice as well, I have to say. But the book itself is just amazing. One, if you haven't read it before, then definitely I recommend. So yeah, after our little break at the bar, it was then time to head back to the ship and prepare ourselves for a night out in Havana. And I think that's a good enough place to stop. And we'll pick up what happened in our evening and the following morning as we spent it in Havana before sailing off. And we'll cover that in part two. So I hope you've enjoyed this little look back on this video. Thanks again for tuning in. As always, it's very much appreciated. And I hope you can find the time to join me for part two. But for now, I'm just going to sit back before this next shower comes along and enjoy what's left in the bowl. And until next time, I hope you're all well, and I look forward to you joining me on part two of this look back to my trip away. And as always, with that in mind, my name's Shearer. Enjoy your smokes.